After 60, many people believe the only way to stay healthy is with pills and prescriptions. But the truth is, your daily habits matter just as much, sometimes even more. Stroke is one of the leading causes of disability for older adults in the US and Canada. Yet the World Health Organization says up to 80% of strokes can be prevented with simple lifestyle changes. The problem is that many of us ignore the small habits that silently damage the brain and blood vessels every day. Too much sitting, not enough sleep, or eating salty processed foods. They seem harmless, but over time, they create what scientists call the perfect storm for a stroke. The good news? You don't need expensive treatments to lower your risk. Research from the CDC and NIH shows that just a few consistent changes, moving more often, eating fresher foods, and keeping a steady sleep schedule, can start improving blood pressure, brain function, and circulation within 2 to 4 weeks. These habits are free, practical, and easy to apply at home, and they can mean the difference between living independently and facing long-term complications. So today, we'll uncover 7 daily habits that quietly raise your stroke risk and show you exactly how to turn them into your best defense. Because small steps, done every day, add up to big protection for your brain and your future. Number 1. Quit smoking completely. Smoking is one of the fastest ways to damage your arteries and raise your stroke risk. Each puff sends more than 7,000 chemicals into your body. About 70 of them attack the lining of your blood vessels. The CDC confirms that smokers have nearly double the risk of stroke compared to non-smokers. But here's the hopeful part. The benefits of quitting begin immediately. Within 24 hours, your blood pressure starts to lower and your blood becomes less sticky. Over the next few months, your circulation improves and your arteries begin to repair themselves. And within 5 to 15 years, your stroke risk can come close to someone who never smoked at all. That's how powerful quitting is. To succeed, set a clear quit date and prepare for it. During the first 14 days, you can use nicotine patches or gum under your doctor's guidance. Make your home and car completely smoke-free to avoid secondhand smoke. And when cravings hit, use this 4-step emergency plan. Drink a full glass of water. Leave the room or take a short walk. Call or text someone supportive. Chew sugar-free gum until the urge passes. Every smoke-free day is a step toward protecting your brain, your independence, and your future. Number 2. Cut salt and sodium intake. Too much salt quietly raises blood pressure, the #1 driver of strokes worldwide. The World Health Organization recommends keeping sodium under 2,000 milligrams a day, about 1 teaspoon of salt. But in North America, most adults eat double that amount, mainly from processed foods, canned soups, deli meats, and fast food. High sodium makes arteries stiff, increases fluid retention, and forces the heart to pump harder. Over time, this silent pressure wears down blood vessels in the brain, creating the perfect setup for a stroke. The good news is that reducing salt can bring blood pressure down within weeks. Studies show even cutting 1,000 milligrams of sodium daily lowers systolic blood pressure by 4 to 5 points. That small drop can reduce stroke risk by as much as 14%. So how do you do it without losing flavor? Cook at home more often and measure your salt. Swap the salt shaker for lemon, garlic, or herbs. Check food labels and aim for products with less than 140 milligrams of sodium per serving. And remember, most salt isn't added at the table, it's hidden in packaged foods. By making these swaps, you'll protect your brain, your heart, and your independence. Number 3. Break up long sitting time. Sitting too long may feel harmless, but research in the BMJ shows it raises the risk of heart disease and stroke, even if you exercise later. When you sit for hours, blood flow slows, pressure builds in the arteries, and clots can start to form. Over months and years, this silent stress hardens vessels, increases inflammation, and weakens circulation to the brain. The solution is simple. Don't just exercise once a day. Move throughout the day. Stand up every 30 to 60 minutes. Walk for 2 to 3 minutes. Stretch your arms and legs, or take a quick trip around the house. These short breaks keep blood moving, lower blood pressure, and reduce the stickiness of your blood. Add them up, and you can easily reach the CDC's goal of 150 minutes of moderate activity per week. Even small actions count, pacing while on the phone, taking the stairs, or doing light chores. Breaking up sitting time not only lowers stroke risk, but also improves energy, balance, and memory. Think of it as giving your brain fresh oxygen every hour. Simple, free, and one of the easiest ways to stay independent as you age. Number 4. Sleep. 7 to 9 hours consistently. Sleep is not just rest, it's your brain's repair time. During deep sleep, the brain clears toxins, repairs blood vessels, and resets hormones that control blood pressure and metabolism. But when you sleep less than 6 hours or keep irregular hours, the risk of stroke can jump by up to 46%, according to studies in neurology and PubMed. Too little sleep raises stress hormones, thickens the blood, and keeps arteries inflamed. Too much sleep over 9 or 10 hours also increases risk, creating what researchers call a U-shaped curve. The sweet spot is 7 to 9 hours on a consistent schedule. That means going to bed and waking up at the same time, even on weekends. Make your bedroom cool, dark, and screen-free at least 2 hours before bedtime. If you snore heavily, gasp for air, or feel exhausted in the morning, ask your doctor about sleep apnea, a hidden condition strongly linked to stroke. Within just a few weeks of better sleep, people often see lower blood pressure, sharper memory, and more steady energy. Protecting your sleep is protecting your brain. It's one of the simplest, most powerful ways to stay clear-headed and independent after 60. Number 5. Keep alcohol at safe limits. A small drink now and then may feel harmless, but too much alcohol quietly raises blood pressure and weakens blood vessels in the brain. The CDC warns that heavy drinking can double the risk of stroke, especially in older adults. Even moderate excess, more than 2 drinks a day for men or 1 for women, increases clot formation and bleeding in fragile arteries. Safe limits mean no more than 1 drink per day for women and 2 for men, with some alcohol-free days each week. 1 drink equals a 5-ounce glass of wine, a 12-ounce beer, or 1.5 ounces of liquor. The easiest way to cut back is to alternate alcohol with water or sparkling water at meals. You can also pour smaller servings, choose low-alcohol options, or skip the automatic evening drink. Studies in The Lancet show that reducing alcohol, even without quitting entirely, lowers blood pressure within weeks. That single change can reduce your stroke risk and improve sleep, mood, and energy. Remember, drinking less is not about restriction. It's about protecting your independence and enjoying more healthy years with your family. Number 6. Avoid long-term NSAID use. Many older adults rely on over-the-counter painkillers like ibuprofen or diclofenac for daily aches. But large studies in the BMJ and The Lancet show that frequent use of these drugs raises the risk of heart attack and stroke by 40 to 80%, especially in people over 60. Here's why. NSAIDs reduce prostacyclin, a natural chemical that keeps blood vessels relaxed and prevents clots. They also cause the body to retain salt and water, which pushes blood pressure higher and puts fragile brain arteries at risk. The damage adds up silently. Even taking them 3 or 4 times a week can increase stroke risk, so what's the safer path? Use these medications only for short periods, no more than 10 days, unless prescribed by your doctor. For long-term pain, try non-drug strategies, gentle stretching, physical therapy, hot and cold packs, or anti-inflammatory foods like salmon, berries, and leafy greens. If pain is ongoing, talk with your healthcare provider about safer alternatives. The key takeaway is this: over-the-counter does not mean harmless. Every pill has an effect on your arteries. Protecting your brain means managing pain wisely, not masking it with daily pills. Number 7. Monitor blood pressure and blood sugar at home. High blood pressure is the #1 driver of stroke, and it often has no symptoms. The American Heart Association estimates that nearly half of U.S. adults have hypertension, yet many don't know it until it's too late. Diabetes also doubles the risk of stroke because high glucose slowly damages arteries and makes clots more likely. The smartest habit? Track both numbers at home. Buy an automatic blood pressure monitor and check at the same time each day. Keep a simple log and bring it to your doctor visits. For blood sugar, follow your doctor's plan. But even simple fingerstick checks or continuous monitors can catch silent spikes. These home readings give you early warnings long before symptoms appear. Studies in NEJM show that patients who track at home are more likely to keep blood pressure under control compared to clinic checks alone. Pair the numbers with action. Adjust salt, keep moving, and follow your medication plan if prescribed. Think of this as your personal dashboard. When you know your numbers, you stay in control, not the other way around. It's a small daily step that protects your brain, preserves your independence, and gives you peace of mind. Connection, small habits, big protection. What do all 7 habits have in common? They are simple, affordable, and proven to work over time. Cutting back on salt lowers blood pressure, the single biggest risk factor for stroke. Standing up more often keeps circulation strong and blood flowing to the brain. Sleeping on a steady schedule reduces inflammation and helps control blood pressure naturally. Quitting smoking, limiting alcohol, and avoiding daily painkiller use all protect your arteries from silent long-term damage. And by checking your blood pressure and blood sugar at home, you catch problems early before they lead to a crisis. Each of these steps is like adding a safety lock on your brain's blood vessels. Individually, they may seem small, but together, they build a strong shield that lowers stroke risk, protects memory, and preserves independence. You don't need expensive treatments or miracle cures. You need consistency. And the best part? Most of these changes start working in just a few weeks. Every choice adds up. And every day you stick with them, you're investing in more years of freedom, mobility, and joy with your family. You don't need to change everything overnight. Today, pick just one habit, like setting a timer to stand up every 45 minutes. Tomorrow, add another, such as cutting a quarter teaspoon of salt from your dinner. Within 2 to 4 weeks, you may notice your blood pressure stabilizing, your sleep improving, and your steps feeling lighter. Small actions, repeated daily, create powerful protection against stroke. Your brain, your heart, and your independence are worth it. So start now. Choose one step today and let tomorrow build on it. And don't forget to subscribe for more simple, science-based tips to keep you strong, active, and in control of your health. Disclaimer: this content is for information only, not medical advice. Always consult your doctor before making health changes.